So fire drills are both very surprising and not surprising at all. So if you practice for a while in any significant business, one thing that you'll realize is that it's going to happen. Maybe it happens in your business once a year, or 5 times a year, or 10 times a year. Whether it's a force majeure for pandemic, which is hopefully a once in a lifetime scenario, or it's something that is a slow burn, but actually takes all your resources, like trying to go look at the GDPR and all your contracts for privacy provisions. It could be a financial crisis. All of a sudden you're worried about you were normally worried, the banks are worried about you, and in a financial crisis, all of a sudden you're worried about your banks. So there's contracts that you wouldn't have thought to look at that all of a sudden become relevant. There are smaller things that still have the nature of crisis. It might be a new business venture that your business wants to launch, and they need to know whether their existing contracts are impacted. For the entire business world, they may not care, but for you, it's a crisis. It could be a diligence request. It could be a client demand to understand whether or not you've complied with all of their contracts. Fire drills happen all the time, and they're a constant set of stress for a general counsel and for the legal staff at any organization. And the way that you can handle it is it can be completely reactive. You might ideally be able to staff up and have enough lawyers always standing by to handle every fire drill, but that actually has its own problems. If you overstaff, then when things get lean, you're going to be the first place that your organization looks to cut. If you have a system like Catylex, you can actually be able to handle a lot more crisis questions like that exactly when you need it, without actually having to maintain people ready to read every document at every